alien spaceship that's come to the Earth, and it's orbiting the Earth. It's looking to explore our planet, and some incident that we don't really understand is causing it to become damaged, right? And the damage to the ship is unknown, but it's causing the aliens in the ship to dump its cargo of exploratory robots all around us. So here's what the robots look like. You can see they're cute little fun robots that you might want to interact with. And the way you play the game is you look around in the world around you using the map interface that are on the right. And you can see active and inactive robots around you, and you try to pick up the inactive robots so that you can add the name and function to them and activate them. And once you've activated a robot, you send it back out into the world where the other players can pick up the robot and interact with it, and by adding photos and notes to its travel journal that it carries around with it. So you can see the robot there in the guest house in the center photo. It's hitchhiking on somebody's phone. And then on the left photo, you can see the user-created content of a photo that some other player created in the journal of the robot. And then you, as the creator of the robot, get to see all this coming back to you in a sort of Facebook-style newsfeed. And so then here's several examples of photos created by our users that we thought we'd share because they were fun.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now, what I liked about you guys wasn't the game, but it's like geocaching, virtual geocaching, where I can pick up one of these robots, make it my own robot, and then leave it someplace in the world, and other people who come on can leave photos on that robot's virtual journal or page.
Exactly.
Why not play that up a little bit more than just the game, or make it so that people who don't care about the game but care a little bit more about these fun new virtual events could play that.
Yeah, I mean that seems like a great idea. Like a big thing that we're really focusing on right now is getting lots of people in the game and getting them creating content that other users want to see. So the game is right now it's an open-ended framework for people to do this. We may add some sort of leveling mechanic into the future, but right now it's all about just creating content and interacting with other users around the world.
One of the main ideas, the main things of the game was exploration, exploring your surroundings, and just your local neighborhoods, your local city, but then also other continents, other states, other continents. And so the idea of Dokogeo is that you can get photo streams, you get pictures from all these other places that you may never travel in your life, or you may not travel to for 5, 10 years, who knows how long. So the idea that you can see places in the world that you may never ever go to, which
so that's an interesting thing. You can teleport to different locations. You don't have to be physically where the bots are. You can actually say, I want to go to Oakland and see all the bots there.
So there's an in-game airport, and so you can create a robot and send it to places around the world where other people are playing. And this is one of the things we use to balance the game a little bit, because with the location-based game, you may have someplace in the middle of Iowa or something where you're the only one playing, and you need to interact with other players. So we create plane tickets to the places where people are really playing it. So for whatever reason, Bloomington, Indiana is a big hotspot for us. There's a big community of people that are really active, and we use the in-game airport to allow people from around the world to send their robots there and get good content on them.
If we load it up right now, people are probably downloading in the audience, what's the first experience? Are there any bots here on the show floor or any bots out front that we can interact with and leave a photo for you guys?
Yeah, there are. Right now, it's basically inactive robots around here because we've sort of picked up all the active ones, I think. But if you zoom out on the map, you can start to see in the surroundings around us, in Santa Clara and then up into San Francisco and East Bay, there's many active robots around in the Bay Area. So you can go find the content that people have already created, and you can add your own content to it, and other players will get to see it.
So yeah, if you were to just download the game and start the game, we try to work as hard as we could to lower the barrier to entry, so people understand the game as much as possible when you first start it up. And so part of that process was just this quick little tutorial. You automatically get a Dokobot when you start the game. You automatically get batteries, which are kind of the virtual currency in the game, so you can do things right away. And so we're working harder and harder to try to get people to start interacting and playing the game as quickly as possible. So.
Is there a benefit to actually driving around and picking up these objects, or because I can't teleport everywhere, can I?
No, you can only send them on an airplane to the places that we created. So there's absolutely a benefit to driving around and picking up the robots that are maybe not in those places. And in fact, the airport, one of the things we've strived for is a little bit of blending physical and virtual. So the airport is a real airport. You have to wait. When you buy a plane ticket, you have to wait for the plane to board, and that maybe takes several hours. And then it leaves at a set time that you can see when you buy the ticket. And then it takes several hours for it to travel on the plane from wherever you are to wherever it's going. So
you actually do try to enforce some physicality about the game.
yeah, absolutely. And all the when you scan in a region, and then come back and scan the next day, the content there will be the same unless somebody's come along and collected some of it, because we really want to have some bit of physicality to these virtual objects.
One quick story is one of our users I was talking to today actually drives his car, hands the phone to his son, and has his son pick up all the batteries and the robots while they're driving down the freeway. I thought that was pretty cool. Right?
Yeah. So it's similar a little bit to Waze, right? Waze is a traffic app that you drive around, and they have a little bit of a light game as you drive around. You collect points, or if you munch new roads to build a new kind of town. It's interesting.
Part of the idea too is we didn't put these very strong boundaries on the game, so we thought that the users playing the game would kind of dictate how it manifests, whether it becomes like people recommending really good food places in your local city, or people getting cool photos of historical landmarks or something around the world. So it's totally open-ended and user dictated.
Very cool. Tell me some of the business fundamentals. How are you guys funded, and how are you going to make money with it?
So we started doing location-based games as part of our other iOS development company, and we developed a whole bunch of technology, which we have then spun off into Dokogeo now that we're sort of really getting excited and more serious about this. And then last fall we did a small Friends and Family Angel round, and we built Dokobots with that on top of our existing engine.
And how are you guys going to make money with this? Are you going to sell virtual goods inside the game?
So the batteries that you use to activate the Dokobots and send them on airplanes and so on and so forth, you collect them in the world when you're collecting the inactive Dokobots, but you can also buy them if you want to. And that's one possible business model. There's other models involving, you can imagine branded robots that are available at locations and so on and so forth. We may experiment with some of that as well. Right now we're most focused on getting lots of players out there playing the game so that it's fun and that there's lots of good content around. So all of you out there, download the game and join it and tell your friends.
And there's a lot of new game mechanics that are coming into Dokobots very soon. So we're making it more game-like rather than just kind of this closed coming in. So achievements and things like that. So a lot of cool new game features coming in.
I paid $10 for the location app game, which is a physical thing. You've got to drive to a physical cache that somebody's left there. Are you going to think about mixing physical caches or physical robots that you left around the world with the virtual one?
Yeah, we're super excited about that idea. So integrating with the geocaching.com would be a fun thing where maybe you go to those geocaches and there are virtual objects, robots say there, or you could imagine going to Starbucks and there's a Starbucks robot there with a coupon in it, or et cetera, et cetera. Another thing that we think would be cool actually is like little robots, kind of like these guys, that you can then scan with your phone and you get the robot in your phone. Maybe the only way you can get it is to get the robot from us at an event.
Cool. Any last things that you want to tell us about what you guys are doing or what you're planning for the future?
I think we are, as far as planning is concerned, we are looking for a Series A. We're starting that right now. So we have a lot of big plans for Dokobots. It's just one of one game of many that we have planned for the Geo gaming company, Dokogeo. So there's also Seek and Spell, which is out there, which is our first game, which is a really fun game where it's kind of like a Scrabble-like game out in the real world with a bunch of friends. And so there's a lot of interesting gaming ideas that we have that we're working on. So
I should also mention that we're doing a Seek and Spell meetup in San Francisco on the 30th. You can find us on meetup.com. You can come out to Golden Gate Park and play Seek and Spell with us and have a barbecue.
Thanks so much.
Thank you.
Good luck.
Thank you.